Everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampinCrew.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today we're finishing up our card set using the Layers of Beauty stamp set, the dies, and the masks. We are also using the Unbounded Love stamp set to go with that. So let me do a quick recap. We made this card on Saturday, and then we did this card on Thursday. So I'm going to show you the other two cards that we had made to go with our little set, and then we're going to make the holder. So this is another one. So I did two with the gray and then two with more of the brown tones. So this one was kind of a little fun fold. So I used the Country Woods designer paper, again right here, and then when I stamped and colored and die cut the flowers, I cut off a little section and then I just kind of put it right here, kind of peeking out, so we didn't lose that. And then there's some designer paper right there, so you can see it's kind of just a little Z fold, and then so that this comes right in the center. Isn't that cute? And then here's the other one. It was another fun fold, and it has a belly band, so it's just folds in the middle with some more of this Country Woods paper, a belly band, and then I used the Early Espresso to stamp the sentiments for these two. And then I just cut this apart. I cut it into I think 4 or 5 pieces and then just glued these together so they made kind of a spray instead of a large one. Then I just tied a little bit of this silver edged ribbon to the in a knot and then glue dotted that, and then added some more of the little gems there. So those were our 4 cards that went in the set, and now we're going to make our cover. And then these were little boxes, and I can't remember if I bought these at Clear Bags or if these were the ones that Stampin' Up! Had a while ago. I did have a supply of them, which is dwindling now, but these are great. I used to use these, I put a spa kit in them for the craft show, and I make a little top and a bottom, and then put like bath soak and candles and a chocolate and some other stuff in there. And it makes a cute little Christmas gift. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside. So what I basically have here is a card front. So it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so it's just a card front, and then I did a layer of white to kind of make this pop out, and then another piece. I used a lot of this Country Woods paper, and then I have some ribbon. I'm going to set that aside for right now, but this Country Woods paper just goes so nice with this bundle, and any of the patterns go well. Or I'd say any of just the solid wood patterns. And then depending on what color you do your flowers, you could use some of the others. Okay, this is so easy to do. So what I did was took this, and this is just the same measurements as some of the other projects, and then we're just gonna attach it right to the front. And I'm going to use some tear and tape if I have enough left. I'm just going to use tear and tape to adhere it to the top of my box. Oh, that's out. I got no. Well, that's all I have up here. Everything else is packed in class, so we're just going to go with these 3, and that's okay. That will hold it. Probably just 2 of the strips would hold it. We'll use some of that for the last side. Okay. Now we are just going to adhere this right to the center of our box top. All right, just like that. So easy, right? And then we're going to do one more flower set. So you're gonna have to bear with me while we stamp and color one more. It'll go quick, I promise. Make sure I get that inked up well, all the way around and in the middle. Make sure I get it centered on there too. Give that a good push. Okay, perfect. I like to have it facing this way for some reason. Whoops, sorry, I dropped a block on the floor. I actually cleaned up a little bit because it was getting pretty messy in here. Okay, let's grab mask number 1, which does all of our flowers. I'm looking to make sure my circles are in the middle of my little teeny flowers. I'm just rotating it. Can't seem to get that lined up. Here we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, and we're going to use, still have a little bit of ink on here. I might not even need to re-ink that. I'm using Petal Pink for my base layer. Yeah, I think that was enough. I didn't even need ink on there. Okay, that is so pretty. Okay, layer 2. Right here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my centers of my little flowers. That's what I'm looking to line up. Right there and right there. Okay, I'm using Calypso Coral. These still have some ink on them, so I'm not even having to re-ink. It's going with a little, maybe a little lighter shade. That's not bad. Okay, that's Calypso Coral. So you do not have to re-ink each time. If you have enough ink left on those brushes, then go for it. Okay, now on this one, the third one, I'm going to line up the holes on the flowers, on the 2 little flowers, or on the littlest flowers. That's where we're gonna line that up. So that kind of helps for placement right there. And I'm using Cajun Craze, which I still think I might have enough color left on here. A little shading on the flowers, and then the centers of our, and I think I need just a little more ink just for the centers of our flowers. Make them a little darker. Okay. And then these you can just run under the sink to clean up. Okay, we're gonna do our leaves next. I think these go right here. So what these are great. We just look and make sure all of our black outlines are showing on the leaves. Okay, I'm going to use Old Olive. Still have ink on here. Okay. Got that all covered. Ooh, too much blending, giving me a cramp in my fingers. My hands tend to cramp a lot. Okay. Let's get this lined up. So you really want this lined up so there's no white showing. Okay. This is the last one. This is going to give us our detail on our leaves. And I think I still have enough ink on here just to go back over the exposed areas for a darker shade. I'll look at it. If it looks too light, I can go back. Let's see how that looks. Get that picked up. Oh, that looks perfect. So subtle. That, I think, is my favorite one so far. That is just perfect. So for those of you who are heavy spongers, and you know who you are, go start lighter and then work your way up to darker shades. Okay, use a light hand. A light touch is always best to start out because you can always, you can add color, but you can't take it back, right? Okay, so let's die cut this. This one's nice and easy to put in place as well. Okay, grab a piece of that to hold that where I want it. And die cut that. Sorry, that's shaking my table, I know. Makes my everything shake. My camera. I'll give that a second to stabilize. Okay, pop this out. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let's bring in our box. And see, I'm gonna put it like this. And then I've got a little circle that I've die cut from Stylish Shapes. We use the same kind of set of products to do the whole set, so you're not searching for a whole bunch of different things. And then we're gonna stamp on here. I'm gonna stamp it over to the right just a little bit. It says just for you. And this is from the Unbounded Love set. And I think I'm going to just adhere this down first, right here in the corner. I think I might even just come out a little bit. Okay. And then we're gonna pop this up. Now I don't want any adhesive right in the middle because we're gonna use some ribbon. So I put some dimensionals, or my dimensional remnants, kind of at the bottom and the top. Let's see. I'm gonna put this right here. Not gonna put it there. I think my ribbon will come through here. I think that'll be good. Just using 4 pieces. I'm gonna stick this on. I'm just for ease. This is the Silver Edge ribbon. I'm just gonna pull it because it's got some little kinks in it. I'll lay that out so I don't have to thread it through because that's a pain in the rear. Okay, we'll pop that up. Let's put our cards in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 beautiful cards. Let's get our envelopes. And then, you know, of course, you can always decorate the envelopes too. So we're going to put our cards and envelopes inside our box. Oh, envelopes, get in there. They want to catch on that lip. There we go. Okay. I love these boxes. I could easily fit at least 2 more cards, if not 4 more. 4 more would be cutting it close, making it a little bit snug, but 2 more definitely would fit. All right, I'm gonna bring this ribbon around and we're going to tie it in a beautiful bow. So you see, because I used this ribbon, that's why I used a little bit of that silver trim on one of the cards. On one of the cards we didn't make, I used a little bit of this as well. So it kind of makes it all tie in together like a set, which is the whole point. And we have the color scheme going. And that's it. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, could you imagine making these for Christmas, for stocking stuffers? Make up a set of these. If somebody's favorite color is pink, do pink and gray or pink and brown. If somebody loves yellow, you can do yellows. You can do blues or reds. You can do this with any color assortment. So I hope you enjoyed today's project. You can buy these boxes at clearbags.com. They're clear acetate boxes. And just check the measurements. I'll try to put a link on my blog to where you can order these. So I appreciate everybody watching today. Don't forget, Thursday we're going to do our card class online. We're doing fun fold cards that are thinking of you, get well, that type of theme. And I'd love to have your order. I have a host code. There's free goodies when you place an order with me. So yeah, I'd love to have your business, and I hope to see you next Thursday. All right, thanks everybody. Bye-bye.